Hey guys, so I'm back with another Plan With Me video, and I'm planning the week of March 12th to the 18th this week. And I originally did not have this as a voiceover, but I filmed in my kitchen and Brock is just the noisiest drinker and eater, and he always feels like doing that while I'm filming, so I had to do a voiceover. But this was the week of St. Patrick's Day, and I'm using a kit from Murdock Talks. I cannot remember the name of this, but it's probably like St. Patrick's Day or something like that, or like Kiss Me, I'm Irish, something along those lines. I doubt it's still available because it's a St. Patrick's Day kit and I don't know if anyone would really want it at this point, but I love the full boxes. I really like the little flat lay with the Traveler's Notebook, and I really liked these colors. Like when I was younger, like in my early teens, I thought green and pink were like the nicest colors together, and like they're really not, but they work so well in this kit, especially with the gray. And I've done St. Patrick's Day spreads before, and like I never loved them, but I actually really liked the way this spread turned out. I really liked the colors, everything about this, but I'm gonna go ahead and do the basic stuff and I will be right back. So I just did all the basic stuff, including my work labels, which I used the ones from Simply Beautiful Plans, and I also did my sidebar. And this week I did 2 habits. I did my multivitamins that I take every day, and I also did making dinners, which sounds silly, but honestly I don't make dinner that often. Ryan makes dinner probably more than I do, which is bad because he works more than me. I really should be doing it more than he does, but I also am just like, some days I just don't want to, and I need to get into a better habit of actually making dinners every day and not giving up and wanting to order food or just eat leftovers or something. But I am getting started on Monday here. The first thing I put in was a emoji with a headache emoji because I had a really bad headache that day. And then I also went and put in a yawning emoji because I was also really tired that day. I mean, I worked 5 to 1, which is kind of early, so I guess that's my excuse for being so tired and grumpy. But I didn't do much that day, obviously, because I wasn't feeling well. And so I just watched The Crown. It was awake when Ryan was on afternoons. When he's on afternoons, I watch TV by myself, so I watch things like The Crown. That's all I did, and I think I ordered pizza that day. I was so grumpy that day. I didn't want to make food. I didn't want to call anyone. I didn't want to go anywhere, so I ordered a Domino's pizza online. And I had to talk to the guy at the door for like 30 seconds, and it was the worst. So I'm moving on to Tuesday. I'm putting in a Fox and Cactus Girl, like a Happy Meal one. I got a bunch of Happy Meal that day. I think I got like 3 or 4 orders in. And then I put the work desk down to film my like voiceover part for my Plan With Me for the previous week. And then I'm trying to figure out what to put down now, because I think I'm going to put in that I watched The Crown, and I don't want to use the same icons over and over and over again, which I tend to do because I don't really have a lot of TV watching icons. I definitely need to get some more, but I think I eventually use, it's either like a, I think it, yeah, it is one of those lazy day ones, just the little munchkin laying down eating popcorn. Oh, and at one point my camera did die or cut off, or my memory card was full, something along those lines, when I was filling it out. So you guys didn't really see me filling it out, but I did, and I'm just using a black pen this week. I think it might have been because I was a hot mess when I was filling it out, because you can kind of see the whiteout. I don't know how well it picks up, but I can notice it, that I had to white out some of where it wrote headache. I might have spelt it wrong, and then when I wrote Happy Meal, I think I just didn't like the way I wrote it, so I had to white that out and rewrite it as well, because I don't know. And that day I again did not make dinner. I think Ryan made chicken burgers before work, and so I had that, which I guess was a little bit better than ordering pizza. So Wednesday I was off, so usually when I'm off and Ryan's on afternoons, we'll have like lunch together. So I think I'm just trying to figure out what to do here, but I'm putting in one of the couple like dinner date emojis for having lunch with Ryan. We didn't actually go out. I just like to write in that we had lunch together, because it's not something that happens very often. And then the other things I'm going to put in on that day are a little munchkin on a laptop, because I have a friend that I work with who is actually going to be moving to Disneyland, or sorry, Disney World, for I think 3 or 4 months to work there. But like employees can get discounts for friends and family, so I was looking into it to see how much it would actually cost to go to Disney for a week. And it's still really expensive, even with the discount. It's only a 50% off on your hotel stay, which is a lot of money off, but I found that the hotels really weren't that expensive. It's more like your park tickets and the food that costs a lot. So with all of my research, I kind of figured out that even with the discount, it would probably be cheaper to wait until like the off season. Like in the fall, they'll do free dining. Like it's not a guaranteed thing. I think you have to like book at a certain time and be one of the first people to do it to be able to get the free dining, but it seems like the free dining is a much better deal than getting a discount on the hotel. But that's what I put that munchkin in for, and then underneath that I had a meeting, so I put in one of my meeting emoji stickers and filled that in, and I whited it out again. I think I spelled research wrong. I was a hot mess on like spelling and writing this day, so that was the 3rd time whiting something out. So yeah, and then I was about to move on to Thursday, but I realized I forgot to put in the garbage day sticker. I've been doing that a lot lately, but I just go in and move that half box and put in the garbage day sticker. I'm apparently struggling to put this back in, which I'm not surprised by because I was a mess this day. Okay, so now I'm actually doing Thursday, and the first thing I think I'm putting in is that I went to my parents' house after work, and I don't really have like a good icon for that. I don't really know if any shots would have an icon that would be good to signify that like you go to your parents' house, because it's not like I go there for anything in particular. Like, I'm pretty sure I used to sell Scentsy, and I still have a ton of stuff, and my mom's helping me sell it off. So I'm pretty sure that's why I went there, to like bring her more Scentsy or like get money or something from her selling it for me. So it's not like I'm going there for dinner or anything like that, but I just used the house icon from the actual kit. But yeah, I don't even know what I would use to just be like, went to my parents' house. Like, is there an icon for that? Because it's not like family time. It's not like I'm going and hanging out with them. I'm literally just going there for like maybe an hour and then coming home. But I also put in a Fox and Cactus girl for doing the dishes, because there was tons of dishes, so I had to do those. And then I put in a TV icon from the kit, and I had originally had a book icon from the kit, but the TV and the book icon were the same. They were both just round icons, and they were both gray, and that was all I was putting for the bottom half of Thursday. So I took the book icon up and replaced it with a reading emoji, and I'm going to use the book icon later on in the week just because I thought it looked weird together. So, and obviously the TV icon was for The Crown, because I needed to finish season 2 by the end of the week. That was my goal. I don't think TV watching should be a good goal, but that was my goal. Because like I said, when Ryan's on afternoons, I watch the shows I want to watch, and when he's not on afternoons, we watch shows together. But when he's on afternoons, he'll watch things he wants to watch during the day anyways. But moving on to Friday, I put a little grocery cart icon in from the kit, because I went to Pet Value, which is a pet store. Like, it's a chain. I think it's Canadian anyways. But I went there after work because I wanted to get a bell to hang on the back door. So it's like a ribbon almost with some bells on it, and what you do is you train your dog to ring the bell when they want to go outside, because Brock is actually a very, very quiet dog, and he understands that he's supposed to go outside, and he will stand at the back door and look outside, but if we're not in the room, we don't see him standing there looking outside. So I bought these bells for him to ring when he wants to go outside, and he was absolutely terrified of them in the beginning, and he's still, like, he's not scared of them anymore, but he doesn't like to ring them, and when he does ring them, he doesn't actually ring them. He'll just like touch his nose to them and they won't really make a sound, and then he gets frustrated because we're not opening the door for him, because we told him we'll open the door if he rings the bell. But we're getting there. It's a slow progress, but he's eventually gonna get it. I know he is. He's getting it. He's just not like ringing them loud enough. And then underneath that I put it looks like they're training a dog. It's a little emoji holding a bone with a dog sitting in front of him, and I've just wrote in start bell training because, well, that day was rough because he was super scared. It's been like a week and a half since then, and he's doing a lot better. And then at the bottom there, I just put in a payday sticker. Then I put in a quarter box with a different TV icon from the kit. It's like a cutout icon, and I filled in that I finished watching season 2 of The Crown. And then I put in a paw print little thing from the kit and wrote that the chinchillas had playtime, so sometimes I'll take their playpen and kind of wrap it around their cage so they can go in and out on their own and let them play for a while. I think I left that up for probably like 2-3 hours. That way they can do what they want and I don't really have to worry too much, and I know they can go in the cage and eat and drink if they want, and they can go on the playpen and run around if they want. So that's what we did there. And then I am putting in the weekend banner, which I don't always do anymore, but this bottom washi was pretty plain, so I decided the weekend banner would be okay to put in. And then I did not do much on Saturday. It was St. Patrick's Day. We didn't go out though. Honestly, I think I went to bed at like 9:30. I'm not like a downtown kind of person, but we did some laundry, and then Ryan's parents invited us over for dinner. They made corned beef, which is a like, Irish kind of thing, but they don't only just make it on St. Patrick's Day. We've actually made it a couple times here as well. It's pretty good. But we went there for dinner, and I wrote that in, and we brought Brock, and he's so good. He's so funny. They have cats, and the cats actually like are terrified of him, and he just wants to be their best friend. Like, one of their cats actually was hissing and swatting at him, and Brock he has no idea that means get away from me, I don't like you. He like really wanted to play so badly. What did I just do a thumbs down on? I don't even know what I just thumbs down. But anyways, I am moving on to Sunday, and I'm putting in the fork and spoon cutout icon from the kit because I made poached eggs that morning, and I don't have any cooking icons. I always like have cooking like emojis or munchkins or whatever in my Etsy cart, and I always end up taking them out thinking I don't need them, but I really wanted one for this. And then I don't know what I'm doing at this point, probably looking for stickers. Sunday was off, but I don't know, I don't feel like we did a lot. We went for a pretty long walk. It was actually really nice that day. There were so many people out. Everyone was like saying hi to Brock, and it was a lot of fun. There was tons of dogs out that day. I'm putting in the little laundry mountain from Fox and Cactus, and that one says help me. I think there's ones with other things as well, but that one says help me, and I'm just gonna put in that we did more laundry that day. I felt like we did a lot of laundry that day, probably because we folded it all, and normally I don't fold all of my laundry because I hate that. And then I just went back in on Saturday and moved that laundry day sticker out and put in that book icon that I had originally had on Thursday, and just writing in that I read. Okay, so going back to Sunday, I'm putting in a quarter box from the kit and a dog walking munchkin. And I'm just writing in that we went for a family walk because that's what we did. We go for a walk as a family every Sunday. I really am enjoying that a lot, actually. I like having things that you specifically do on certain days every week. It gives you something to like look forward to, especially like that. It's a nice way to end the week, to go for a nice walk. This Sunday, that Sunday was nice. I'm doing this voiceover really late because I got a little bit behind on editing, but this last Sunday was really cold and the walk wasn't nearly as fun. And then I think the last thing I'm going to put in, no, two more things. I'm going to put in a coffee cup from the kit because we got Starbucks after our walk. And then I'm also going to put in a watering the plants munchkin for watering our plants. Okay, so the last thing I'm doing now is putting in the deco because I forgot to do that in the beginning, so I just saved it for the end of the week, I guess. But that is everything for this plan with me. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know I'm putting it up a little bit late, but it happens. But like I said, if you guys liked this, please don't forget to hit the like button. If you have not already, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. We're very close to hitting 200 subscribers on here, and I'm pretty excited. I really want to get to that milestone I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!